Why would Bardolph want to get involved with the Ashwinders?
Oh, he had a terrible run-in with Ranrock's loyalists. Changed him. I think he sought the Ashwinders out.
Mm-hmm.
Do you think Bardolph may have simply run off?
No. Bardolph's run that shop with Claire his entire life. He'd not give it up for anything. He swore he'd be back in a fortnight. My instincts are that...
Mm-hmm.
I can certainly look out for him.
Any help would be appreciated. You might speak to Claire first. Perhaps she has some insights that I don't. I can tell you that Bardolph was last seen in the forest wearing a particular woolen jumper, one that Claire knitted herself. Claire will be at her shop if you'd like to speak with her.
Revelio.
Данжик хотеть. Данжик хотеть, данжик лутать.
Aloha Mora.
Так, где этот данжик? Прямо по горизонтали от деревни. Их тут два. У меня только один.
Lumos. Lumos. Revelio.
Ага.
Fuego. Confringo. Incendio. Confringo. Incendio. Incendio. Confringo. Arresto momentum. Aloha Mora. Revelio. Lumos.
Так, мы с вами все-таки сейчас пойдем по квестикам. Потому что чем дольше я это дело откладываю, тем хуже. Потому что нужно постоянно бегать домой, опознавать лутик, распродавать лутик. Так, снаряжение. Давайте смотреть. Перчатки. Так, перчатки надо поменять. О, уже почти все, видите, наконечник палочек нашли. Так, перчатки и маску надо будет прокачать сейчас. Кстати, level up. Берем себе третью вкладку, четвертую закладок заклятий. Еще, наверное, конфрингу прокачаю. Так,
I don't have anything for this at the moment.
так, пойдем с Муном потрындим.
Mr. Moon, I've learned who's behind the demiguise statues. It was a classmate of yours that you bullied, Piers Pemberton.
Oh, I might have known. Pigtails Piers.
I don't think he likes being called that.
Of course he does. Oh, he had such flowing locks, and we used to laugh about them. I laughed the hardest of all. Clever, clever man. I'd no idea he was so devious. I must go and congratulate him. Whatever statues remain seem less terrifying now that I know they were put out by old pigtails. Continue collecting them if you like. As for me, I'm going to go and pay a visit to my old friend.
Закончено. Так, забота о брате. Так, ладно, пошли в тени поместья сделаем. Еще какой-то квестик висит. Так, Хайрондейл. Так, ладно, лутать ее, наверное, буду за кадром. Традиции.
Excuse me, madam. I thought I heard you say something.
Yes, indeed. Talking to myself again. I find myself to be quite the engaging conversationalist since my husband passed. Madam Althea Twiddle, pleased to meet you.
Nice to meet you too, Madam Twiddle.
You know, you might be interested in this. You young people love this sort of thing. My husband often ruminated on the mysterious statue just outside our hamlet. Some sort of archaic puzzle involving vases, he would insist. I stumbled upon it today when I had a burst of energy and extended my morning constitutional a bit longer than usual.
An archaic puzzle. Sounds fascinating.
You see, I suspected you'd be interested, and wait till I tell you about the rumours surrounding this particular puzzle. My husband Greville insisted that solving the puzzle would reveal a magical challenge of sorts. The man was intrigued by everything. He was about to try and solve it himself when... Perhaps you could take a look. I'd be rather interested to hear what, if anything, you find.
Where can I find this statue?
It's not far from Irondale. It's down by the shore, near those old ruins. You can't miss it.
If I happen to see it, I'll have a look.
Ah, the spirit of youth. I do.
Mm-hmm.
I should look into the statue Madam Twiddle mentioned.
Those that go to Azkaban never had a
Иду уже.
Revelio.
Так, Мерлин. Давайте Мерлина заодно возьмем. Что делать-то? Так. Так, одну жаровню нашел.
Revelio.
Вторую жаровню нашел. А где третья? Где третья-то? Ага, вот она третья.
Confringo. Alan himself would be
О,
proud.
с первой попытки прошел. Приятно, приятно.
Revelio. This looks like the statue Madame Twiddle mentioned. Arresto momentum. Incendio. Confringo. Revelio. I think there should only be a few more vases. Revelio. I'm nearly finished. One more vase. That's it. I should tell Madame Twiddle about what happened.
Ну елки. Прям так сразу тролль. Эй, я же роллнул.
Flipendo. Expelliarmus. Arresto momentum. Flipendo. Expelliarmus. Flipendo. Defender, Expelliarmus. Arresto momentum. Flipendo.
Черт. А нет, я все-таки выжил.
Flipendo. Arresto momentum. Flipendo. Expelliarmus. Flipendo. Revenge. Defender. Repulsor. Expelliarmus. Revelio. Arresto momentum. Arresto momentum. Incendio. Expelliarmus. Repulsor. Arresto momentum. Repulsor. Incendio. Repulsor. Incendio. Expelliarmus. Repulsor.
Да блин. Никак в тайминг не попадаю.
Look an intruder!
Incendio.
Landrock won't be stopped!
Expelliarmus. Incendio. Repulsor.
I shall avenge your death. Enjoy suffering, do ya? You don't believe you can defeat me, do you?
Confringo. Incendio.
You're not even trying.
Confringo.
Oh, what power!
Incendio. Confringo.
Paying attention. That's the student who released oats.
Confringo. Levioso. Levioso. Arresto momentum. Incendio. Incendio. Confringo. Arrest. Confringo. Incendio. Arrest them.
Так, я что ли неправильно с ними дерусь? Вроде же... Так. Левиоса нужно на язык. Либо мощным, когда она в стане.
Arrest the momentum. Levioso. Confringo.
Тут волн-то. Ёлки-палки.
Incendio. Levioso.
Боевой тролль 32 уровня.
Confringo. Incendio. Levioso. Confringo. Incendio. Confringo. Incendio.
Да блин.
Confringo. Incendio. Confringo.
Где? 5.
Flipendo. Defendo. Confringo. Incendio. Flipendo. Flipendo. Confringo. Flipendo. Confringo. Defendo. Incendio.
Вместо инсендио надо что-то другое поставить. Хоть экспелиармус. Ай. Фига себе у него резисты.
Flipendo. Confringo. Defendo. Expelliarmus. Flipendo. Confringo. Defendo. Expelliarmus. Flipendo. Confringo. Expelliarmus. Defendo. Confringo. Defendo. Flipendo. Expelliarmus. Potato. Stupefy. Confringo. Defendo. Expelliarmus. Flipendo. Rest easy, my large friend.
Such arrogance.
Confringo.
You're the one who released Oaks.
Defendo.
Ой, елки.
Encampment in the town.
Еще один тролль.
Why have you not run away?
Expelliarmus.
You won't defeat us all.
Confringo.
Елки, 2 тролля. Да вы издеваетесь.
Old defense. No, that's embarrassing.
Defendo. Expelliarmus. Defendo.
Well, you're right. That was unimpressive.
Confringo.
Блин, в последнюю секунду меня все-таки пристукнули. Заразы, нет. Не буду пока проходить тогда их. Надо еще качаться, значит. Так, а где это я, получается, тогда? М. Понял, где я? Ладно. Так, и Чатик, видимо, весь ушел куда-то в далекий лурк. Смотри, что-то более интересное. Так что Рип я сам все посчитаю.
Mrs. Twiddle, your husband was right. The statue was part of a puzzle.
Oh, really? How exciting!
Yes, I had to destroy a number of large vases, and that seemed to activate some sort of charm on the statue.
Well done. Oh, I miss having someone like you around with a thirst for knowledge and a quick mind. Well, my curiosity has been satisfied. Thank you for that. Who knows what I'll encounter on my next constitutional? Oh, my husband would be so pleased to know he was right about that statue.
Чатик на столько глубоком лурке. Так, лютное испытание не хочу. Я ленивый. Я не хочу сейчас заниматься лютным испытанием. Вот древнюю магию... Нет. Давайте мы с вами на стриме будем стараться больше проходить задания. Вот, в тени поместья как раз. Как раз полетели в тени поместья делать квестик. Так, а остальное я за кадром сделаю. Потому что глядеть, как я лажаю в бою, это... Нет, ну, конечно, интересно смотреть. Но мне это не интересно делать. А, естественно, тут не срезать.
You ought to cut back on pudding. Mistook you for a troll the other day.
Ну и как бы, если у меня сейчас закончатся всякие несюжетные, всякие сюжетные и околосюжетные вещи, то тогда действительно можно будет пойти.
You made it.
Угу.
Enjoying the view?
Keeping an eye on things. Feldcroft isn't what it used to be. No one has felt safe here since Ranrock's loyalists took a peculiar interest in that castle over there. Rookwood Castle. My uncle Solomon is a former Auror and refuses to look into it, even after Anne was cursed by one of them. Possibly with a wand, no less.
I heard a goblin refer to wizard kind as wand carriers. Are goblins forbidden from carrying wands?
Precisely. That's why I'm on the hunt for answers. If I'm to cure her, I need to understand what happened to her. Anne was always the most mischievous of the three of us. Which is saying something, knowing me and Ominous. I'm hoping a surprise visit from me and a new friend from Hogwarts will help lift her spirits. Bring back the Anne I used to know. Come on, I'll take you to my uncle's. This way. Feldcroft used to be a lot livelier. With Ranrock's lot wandering about all the time, everyone stays out of sight.
Revelio!
Here we are. My sister should be just inside.
Колодец в Фелкрафте пересох около 400 лет назад во время сильной засухи. К сожалению, в результате этого многие жители деревни погибли, в том числе, по крайней мере, один маленький мальчик, чей отец отказался говорить в течение многих лет после происшествия. Легенда гласит, что ситуацию удалось спасти, когда группа доброжелательных ведьм и волшебников использовала невиданную ранее мощную магию, чтобы вернуть воду в этот регион. Это мы видели, это кино мы видели.
Revelio.
Манекены для тренировок. Жители Фелдкрафта иногда используют их, чтобы попрактиковаться в использовании заклинаний, особенно в свете недавних нападений гоблинов. О, сундулька. Вольная форма выходного дня с джемпером. Замечательно.
Aha!
Sebastian, where did you... Is that what I think it is?
We've been over this, boy.
Hey.
Shrivelfix cannot reverse a curse. Nothing can. The sooner you accept that reality, the better.
But we haven't tried everything.
There is no cure! When will you accept that?
Never. I can never accept it.
Now look what you've done.
I'm sorry.
Leave.
I'm sorry you had to see that. If you don't mind, I just need a moment alone.
Poor Sebastian. Not the visit he'd hoped for.
I'm sorry about earlier. Those bouts of pain are difficult to bear.
Are you all right, Anne? I didn't mean to intrude.
You didn't, truly. And I'm all right. The pain from this curse comes in bouts, and often suddenly. It's not anyone's fault. It's nice to meet you, by the way. You must be the new 5th year Sebastian told me about.
I am. Sebastian and I met during a rather lively duel in defense against the dark arts.
Oh, dear Professor Hecat. She's a powerful witch. And she knows how to keep students like my brother, and me, in line. I do miss Hogwarts, but I wouldn't mind being in Feldcroft, really, if it wasn't so dreary now. Between the goblins at the castle and my uncle fighting with Sebastian whenever he's home, it's not the cosy retreat it once was.
Sebastian mentioned something about your uncle being an ex-Auror, but refusing to go after Ranrock's loyalists. I must say, I wasn't prepared for him to be as angry as he was.
Uncle Solomon is frustrated by what happened to me, and by Sebastian for thinking he can fix it. They both mean well, I know they do, but my uncle is right. This curse cannot be undone. I can feel it. Sebastian cannot take away my pain. Perhaps you can help him to understand that.
I'm afraid it's really up to Sebastian, and his mind seems to be made up.
I can only hope he realizes the futility of his search for a cure soon. I'm getting tired. I should probably rest. Thank you for stopping by. I wish you well.
That boy will fray my last nerve.
Excuse me, Mr. Sallow.
Oh, yes, Sebastian's friend. I apologize on behalf of my nephew. He doesn't know when to stop. I was about to check on Anne. Did I see you come from the house? How is she?
She's all right. She said she was going to rest.
Nothing can be done for her.
It could be that you've not yet discovered the cure.
Ah, you sound like Sebastian, thinking you know better than the healers at St. Mungo's.
Perhaps the healers don't know everything, sir. Sebastian is single-mindedly focused on finding a way to help his sister. If there is a cure, he will find it.
Your faith in Sebastian is misplaced. Some sort of dark magic cursed Anne, and the goblins aren't likely to explain themselves anytime soon. Giving her hope is cruel. The only thing to do now is keep Anne comfortable and stay out of the Loyalists' way.
With all due respect, sir, hope could keep Anne's spirits up.
You may mean well, but I know what's best for Anne and Sebastian. They are my stubborn brother's children. Especially Sebastian. If you really want to be of help, you'll make sure Sebastian does what he should do, not what he wants to do. He's no idea the harm he could do if he doesn't stop. I hope you remember what I've said. Good day.
I ought to see how Sebastian's faring.
Говорили, не говорили, не говорили.
Why will he not listen to me? She's my sister.
How are you doing, Sebastian?
You got a first-hand glance at what I'm dealing with.
I'll admit, I wasn't expecting him to be so angry.
He's always angry. After Anne was hurt, he only grew worse. It's as though he blames me somehow, always calling me my father's son, as if that's an insult. I'm the one trying to help her. He's simply given up.
Both Anne and your uncle seem genuinely convinced that nothing more can be done for her.
I refuse to believe that. Anne's pain is more than physical. It has changed her entirely. I miss my sister. And I'm going to get her back. Come with me. I need to show you where it happened. Ranrock's Loyalists are capable of so much more than people realize. They should not be underestimated.
Ну так что, идем?
All the debris you'll see is from whatever's going on at that abandoned estate. They've been digging for something. Up there, on that plateau, is where they cursed Anne. This way.
How much longer are we expected to dig through this rubble? Ranrock knows what he's doing. It's an honor to be a part of it.
Expelliarmus! Confringo!
I don't think you know who you're dealing with. Let's get this over with. Rather wait a minute.
Confringo!
Put me down! How childish! I won't. This will not go well for you.
Expelliarmus! Revelio!
Confringo! Sendo!
Confringo!
I will make you pay. You've made your last mistake.
Confringo!
I work best. You think this is funny? No! Someone's here. Why don't you come up here and fight me?
Confringo!
You are.
Protego! Arresto Momenti! Accio!
There you are. One less human to worry about.
Expelliarmus!
Not quiet enough. Let's get this over.
Confringo!
Rather unwise coming back this way.
Arresto Momenti! Accio! Expelliarmus! Confringo!
Don't have time for this.
Accio! Expelliarmus! Confringo!
Oh, little Mooncow. Far from home, eh?
Arresto Momenti! Confringo! Expelliarmus! Protego!
Сколько вас тут еще осталось?
I confess, that was a bit more than I'd bargained for.
Revelio!
Не ожидал, что в такой конкретный замес попадешь.
Those loyalists deserved what they got.
Couldn't agree more. This is where it happened. We smelled smoke in the middle of the night. When we looked outside, flames were shooting from the estate. Before my uncle and I could stop her, Anne rushed out, racing towards the fire, worried someone would be hurt. She came face to face with a horde of goblins, frantically trying to stamp out the flames. Suddenly, an icy voice drifted out from somewhere in the smoke. Children should be seen and not heard. A blinding blast followed. They didn't even give her a chance to run.
It sounds as if the loyalists attacked Anne without cause.
I wouldn't put it past them, but I'm convinced that they were trying to hide something. It may be grasping at Billywigs, but I keep thinking that there might be something here that could lead me to whoever cursed Anne. Might be the only way to learn what type of magic harmed her, which could help me find a cure.
Perhaps you're right. The loyalists are everywhere, but they do seem to be spending a lot of time here, and it's likely they're hiding something.
And at Rookwood Castle. Shall we have a look around? They seem to have set up camp
Revelio.
here for a specific reason. They have stations for everything.
Accio!
I've heard that goblin dig sites like these are popping up everywhere.
It's a wonder the Ministry isn't doing more. Always armed and ready for a fight, Ranrock's loyalists. Revelio. Whose home was this?
Been abandoned long since I've lived here. Rumour was a Hogwarts professor lived here once, centuries ago. That's
Revelio.
all I ever heard. It might be worth taking a closer look at the house itself.
Sebastian, over here. Do you think that this was damaged by the fire the night that Anne was cursed?
Could be. But it looks to me as though this was intentional.
Revelio. Sebastian, I've seen this before. This house, the well, the view.
What do you mean? When?
Give me a moment. I'll explain in a second. This well looks familiar. Sebastian, this house did belong to a Hogwarts professor, hundreds of years ago.
Who? What do you...
I found a pensive that day in the restricted section with a memory that showed this house. There was a little girl and a drought. The keepers have shown me other memories as well. The girl became a Hogwarts professor. Her name was Isadora Morganark. She was one of the keepers.
The keepers? Like in Quidditch? And you found a pensive in the library? I'm not following you.
I realise it's a lot to take in. I'm not even sure I understand it all yet. And no, not like Quidditch. They call themselves keepers because they're protecting some type of knowledge. It has to do with the vault at Gringotts.
Let me see if I've got this straight. You have Ranrock and Rookwood after you because of something you found at Gringotts where you ended up via a portkey. You can see traces of an ancient magic that you think Ranrock is trying to harness. And now you've been witnessing memories left by keepers. Oh, and this house belonged to a Hogwarts professor who was one of these non-Quidditch keepers hundreds of years ago. If I didn't know you, I'd think you were pulling my leg.
It is all a bit much, isn't it, when you put it like that? The point is, we both have good reason to search this house. You for answers about what happened to Anne, and me for answers about the keepers.
Look at this.
Someone piled this here for a reason. Is it blocking something?
Only one way to find out. Huh, a stairwell. Why bother blocking a stairwell?
There might be something here worth a closer look.
They've left all of this simply strewn about. Tells me they're after something bigger.
Я уже вторую неделю в лагере, каждый день приводится новых больных. Врачи, маглы и даже населители стараются сделать для них все возможное. Скорбь почти осязаема. Те, кто отправился от чумы, никогда не отправятся от боли и утраты. Лихорадка пройдет, кожа заживет, но печаль останется в сердце навечно. Я видела мужчину, который, как и мой отец, потерял ребенка. Это невыносимо. Мне хотелось хоть немного облегчить его страдания. Я начинаю думать, что остальные неправы. Я способна помочь этим несчастным. На мой взгляд, оставить их страдать не менее жестоко, чем избавить от мук. Я приехал сюда за знаниями, и теперь меня переполняет желание помочь. Сомнения терзают душу. Такой чувство, словно моя магия жаждет исцелять, а я не позволяю ей. Неужто надежды нет? Неужели угрызения совести будут терзать меня всю оставшуюся жизнь? Как смотреть этим людям в глаза и при этом знать, что я могла бы облегчить их страдания? Сегодня снова увидела мужчину, напомнившего мне отца. Он покинул лагерь. Разве плохо было бы помочь ему? По-моему, это позволило бы не только применить мое особое умение для благого дела, но и узнать много нового.
Seems these journal entries are from Isadora's travels. Revelio. You're not going to believe this. I can see the Undercroft.
What? A daydream? Because that happens to me too.
I know it sounds strange, but...
Honestly, nothing you say sounds strange to me anymore.
Fair enough. I can see the Undercroft through this stone wall, as though it's a window. This has happened before.
I'm listening.
I think it's to do with my ability to see traces of ancient magic.
But You said you didn't really understand it, and that you couldn't wield it.
That's true, and I'm still not sure what it all means. What I do know is that my ability allows me to travel through these windows I see.
Wait. We can get straight to the Undercroft from here. Ominous will be floored.
We can. But perhaps best not to tell anyone else about this for now. Even Ominous.
Understood. Well then, invisible, secret, ancient magic passageway? Here we come. I'm tempted to hold my breath.